Hey everyone, today we are doing one-step equations. Now, when we started solving for x in these types of problems, for me, that's when I really felt like I was actually doing algebra. These one-step equations are extremely straightforward. For most of them, you can kind of guess and check what x is going to be for each of these, right? We're trying to solve for x, we're getting x by itself. But we're really going to take our time and go through these because we want to make sure we know how to do these problems instead of just guessing and checking, because in our next video that we are going to release, it's going to be two-step equations where it makes it a little bit more difficult to just guess and check. So we really want to make sure we know our steps to make sure we get our right answer. All right, so let's scroll down and let's just get started. This very first problem, we have x plus 7 equals 15. And again, like I said, what we're trying to do is get x by itself. We want x equals something, all right? And to do that, we want to start doing the opposite of what we see in the problem. So in the problem, we have plus 7 here. So we want to do the opposite, which is negative 7 or minus 7. And a lot of times you'll see these little railroad tracks that people put going straight down, just so we can keep the left and the right side of the equation separate. We don't want to mix it up. So if we just subtract 7 on each side, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. And the reason why we're doing negative 7, subtracting 7, is because 7 minus 7 cancels out and leaves us 0. So we just get x by itself. And remember, that's what we wanted, right? So x equals, and then what is 15 minus 7? Well, 15 minus 7 is 8. And that's all there is to it. I'll write it over here to the side so we don't have those little railroad tracks in the way. It bothers me. So x equals 8. And you can go back and check these, right? If I take this 8 and plug it back in up here, 8 plus 7, hopefully that does equal 15. And in this case, it does. And this is a lot more beneficial when they become a little bit more complex. We don't even have to take the time to write this if we don't want to. We can just look 8 plus 7, it equals 15. Very good. Let's go on to the next one. So our next one, we have x minus 3 equals 9. Again, I'll write the little railroad tracks down here for us. This does a nice job to make it straight, even though I can't make it straight. There we go. So again, x minus 3 equals 9. So we're going to do the opposite. So the opposite of subtraction is adding. So plus 3. Again, whatever I do to one side, I must do to the other. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So these cancel out. X equals 9 plus 3 equals 12. Again, doing the opposite, and whatever I do to one side of the equal sign, I must do to the other. It's pretty much that easy. X equals 12. Again, I can say 12 minus 3. It does, in fact, equal 9. Very good. All right. The next two, we got multiplication and division. So for here, we have 3x equals 21. Just as a reminder, when I have 3x, that's the same thing as 3 times x. So here I'm multiplying, even though I don't put the multiplication sign, we are multiplying. So let me make my little things again. There we go. And the opposite of multiplication is going to be division. So divide by 3, divide by 3. Again, 3 divided by 3 is 1. So we're just left with x. We don't write the 1 as our coefficient, but it is 1. That's why we're dividing by 3. Then we got 21 divided by 3 is 7. And it's easy as that. So again, like I said, these are very simple problems, but it is important to get into the habit of knowing, hey, I need to do the opposite, and I need to do it on both sides. So let's scroll down to our very last problem. This time we are looking at some division. We have x divided by 4 equals 6. And you guessed it, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to multiply by 4. I'm just going to kind of squeeze it up in here and then multiply by 4 on this side. This cancels out. So we're left with x equals 6 times 4 is 24. Very good. And again, we can check 24 divided by 4 is in fact 6. So we got it right again. So hopefully this was pretty straightforward for us. Again, if not, you're welcome to leave any sort of questions you have down in the comments. Next video, again, it's a little bit more complex. We have 2-step equations. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe so you'll be notified for that one. I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next one.